We Hell, hello everyone. If anyone is watching, it's early for me, but I figured might as well get to it. So today I'm just gonna do the timing of pet peeves number 12. I want to make sure that I have all the backgrounds that I need, and this is the way that I do it. And of course, you can do your storyboard gets you to where you need. Aha, hola. And so normally your storyboard will get you most of the way there, or at least and then you can make adjustments there as needed, which I've done pretty much, and I think that's good. But this way, I can make sure that the backgrounds I'm using are going to work based on how I have it thumbnailed. So it'll make more sense when I do it. So him sitting on the phone here, and then her on the phone. I have the background for her, which was actually kind of funny because she's only. I could have just done a sky or something, but oh man, excuse me. Just figured make it more visually interesting. So in Toon, boom. And if you're not aware of these, because I was asked this before, and I figured that might be kind of confusing, but these black boxes are to kind of safe zone the animation so that I know not to draw inside of those. It is designed so that when I export it as a vertical format and a horizontal format, that it isn't losing any of the main parts of the animation. And then for the horizontal or the widescreen, I can put like jokes here on the side, and then for the Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikTok Reel, and so on and so forth, the YouTube Shorts. Anything that's in that vertical format, I can put jokes maybe top and bottom as well. So it just gives me a way to knock out multiple animations at once without having to redraw or reframe or any of that stuff. And one person, somebody went for me. So, excuse me. I have this storyboard, and so it should just be him on the phone at first. So he's just gonna be sitting on the couch here, and of course you can always do things like zoom in, but see mine aren't vector backgrounds here. Also, this looks blurry, but that's just because it's rendered that way inside of Harmony to save computing power. You can actually make it rendered, and it'll look sharper like this. See how it blurs it? And that's render view. This just means it'll allow it to compress it while you're working with it, so it'll run a little smoother. So I have, if you happen to use Harmony, or if you're wondering why it looks that way, that's why. So it's him, then her, and back to him again. So from here, this is just timing again. And of this will change, but I just want to make sure the blocks of backgrounds are right. And there's that one. Okay. So if I paste this here, this, if you don't know this trick in Harmony, you can press plus to extend the frame out. Hang on. Do it in the empty frame before it, and it pushes it all forward like this. It extends the empty frame beside it. So in the way you end up with that background, this background, that kind of thing. Just to make sure I have enough of these. Let's see. We have 1, 2. Okay, that's her. Then this one. Then he runs to the kitchen. So it's the same background, basically. And then for these, I can do up closes, and you can just use colors for the background. You're not really going to see any detail. And then there's stuff all over the table. So a couple. And then the closet one. Okay. So he goes back and forth here. I just got to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the kitchen. So basically what ends up happening is if you time it, let me move this up so I can see. The timing of it would be, he's like, hey, what's going on? And then she's like, hey, well, did you clean up or whatever, however much time that requires. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I did. And then he gets up and runs to the kitchen. And then this is where he's going to do a lot of cleaning. So I might just do a color card here for the background. And a color card in Harmony is just what it sounds like. It's just a card of color. It is basically how you make a background color. So if you want it to be, like in his case, his background of his floor is blue, you could just, for the sake of argument, do a color card. and then change the background of the color card to match. Oh, there it is. Oh man. You can change the color here. I think there's a way to watch it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Whoops, grabbed the wrong color. It's from the text. There we go. Anyway, it matches the background of the floor here, more or less. Oh, I guess it doesn't exactly match it. Oh, because I did that from CSP, so not a big deal. Just go to the color card itself, and you can usually, yeah, see, it's taking the wrong color from there. Hang on. I'll just make another color. It'll be easier. New color, and then go to the background of the couch. Open this. No. No. Do this and grab that. So it's more of a cerulean blue. And then I can just call this carpet. There we go. So the point of this is actually kind of harder to do than it seems at first for me, because I have to make sure that the number of counts is right, the background's right, all that good stuff. So when there's an empty frame, I know it looks that color now, but that's not what it looks like when it's actually selected on the base. It should match up when you play it. Oh, no, it is not wanting to match up. Hold on. It is the wrong one. That's why. Grab this and then go here. There we go. It's only slightly different in color to the regular blue here, but that's okay. But that way, when this is playing, if I need that blue background, I have it. So that way it'll look like he's throwing stuff in a bag on top of the carpet. Let's see. Not trying to be lazy with the backgrounds necessarily, just don't want to overwork and draw more backgrounds than absolutely needed to sell the joke. So let's see if I can. Have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's like 4 frames worth of him just with that, and then okay. Okay, so we got blue. I don't know, extended out X amount of spaces. Doesn't really matter right now. And then there's that. Then just extend this out a few. Again, no specific reason, or not reason, but thought process behind it. I'm just trying to make sure I have holding space basically for where they should be. Where's the I don't know why I'm thinking of that. I'm trying to see where the ending I just found this the other day. For some reason I'm forgetting where it is. You can actually do the count, the number of frames from start to end. I thought it was in scene settings. It's weird. I don't remember where it was. Well, anyway, what I was trying to do is extend the number of frames. And for some reason, I'm not. Let us see here. I'm not entirely sure why. I can't remember where that is. It's really strange. I don't remember why I can't remember that. Maybe it's in project settings. Is that what it is? Preferences? I don't know where it is. I don't know why. I'm forgetting where that is. Well, anyway, the stop here set to 500 right now. Normally, I just would drag this out if I need it, but there's a way to do it to write it in, and I don't know. I don't know why I'm not finding it. Let me just look it up real fast. It's scene. Oh, scene length. How did I miss that? Jeez. All right. So just for now, I'll just make it 1,000, just so I know. Anyway, that's how you do it. Scene length, like a derp. I completely missed that. All right. So that's to there, and then I'm going to copy this couch. I just want to make sure that the whole point of what I'm doing is to make sure all of the timing is there so that I don't forget to add something in. Hang on, it's the wrong spot. It's on the couch there, and then she walks in. Okay. So then this here on the back end side. Again, it's however long you need it to be. I mean, there's not a hard rule here. I'm just kind of guessing where I think everything's going to line up at. I'm just going to put this color card in the back. Okay. So all should be good now. And then as I draw and as I start doing the posing and stuff like that, I should be able to set up where they go. Let's see. Yeah. I have this under here because it's only seen once, so I'd rather have access to it like that. So that's just empty space there for the background. And then empty color. And then there's the front door view. That's the couch view. Okay, cool. I think that should be pretty much right. And so what he's going to do is going to get on the phone. She's going to say something. He's going to say something. Now, before I can time anything, I have to do the audio. And I will do that off screen, off lives. And I didn't think about that. I'm going to have to do that before I do anything else because I can't record and show you what I'm doing. Audio is being used to talk right here. So I don't know if that'll, I mean, it might work, but I don't know if you'd hear it or not. So I think I'll just have to do that off screen. But yeah, that's the basic idea of what I was trying to do is make sure that the timing is, oh, hi, babe. And then, did you get a chance to clean up tonight while she's at the grocery store because they have a party or something? And he's like, oh, yeah, I did. And then he proceeds to freak out, get up and jump around and clean up. Okay, so this actually needs to come forward. Like, where's the other one? No, this one. I need this. It doesn't need to come forward. I just need to, I got to fill this in real quick. And he gets up and, okay, yeah, from here, actually. What? Delete that. The same drawing, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. So he's like, oh yeah, and he's going to get up and he's going to run to the kitchen. And this is where the blue should come in. He's like, so it should be 1, 2, 3. And then 4 would be within this. And then 5 should be the empty. Okay. So I'm just going to... Let me see if there's anything else after this. I forgot. Okay, there's nothing after that. So I'll just leave an extended space here so I know for sure that this is meant to be a blue background. So that should be where he's throwing stuff in the grabbing plates and forks and whatever else and throwing them in a bag. And that's where that's going to be. And then it should go back. My wife's laughing at it. Okay, it should go back to that same couch. I try to reuse the backgrounds as much as I can, but also keep it interesting if possible. And place that there, and then this can just go forward. That might be far more than I actually need, but I don't know until I start to animate it. And then, oh, you know what? There is one other door I think I didn't make. Let's see, I didn't export this. Rather, I open this. Export this as a PNG. Let's say open so I know. So what I'm going to do is animate the door being pushed open, and it also bulging outwards. So sorry, I'm looking at the thumbnails. So I have these guys here. So like he's pushing against and it's bulging out, and then he's sitting on the couch and it's bulging out when she comes in. And when she goes to open the door, it's going to open and fall on her. So I needed in here when she's pushing he's putting the bag in. I need to be able to animate the door or like draw the door out of the way, that kind of thing. So I needed this for sure. And then all I got to do is, if you don't know this, you just import images. You have a couple of options. You can either create a single layer by name, or you can do layers based on file names, because you can bring in a bunch of images at one time. But I usually do it as a single layer because I'm going to use them interchangeably. Yeah, see this background? Well, it's fine that it's like it's here behind that, but when it's in the blue, that's not good, so I gotta get rid of that. I don't know why that's... Oh, I just realized something. That imported the wrong thing. Or called it the wrong thing. So if it's thinking that you're creating the image, you have to make sure you pull in the right thing. So this is background door open, okay. Now this will be the full length, and I can cut this off where I need it to be. Somewhere back here, I think. Okay, so that should be like the door open, and then he's at the couch. Okay, so that should be good. So really, the first... I mean to close that. I mean to move it. So the first... Let's see. This is what I'm saying. The timing's got to be right. So... Or, the background's got to make sense. He's talking to her back and forth, and then it goes back to him. And that's the fourth one. I know that. Okay. And then on the fifth one... This is him throwing stuff in a bag. Okay, so this doesn't need to be... I'll add this back in. Just doing this for the sake of not pushing all these forward. Let's... All right. Make sure this, again, counts right. Background 1, background 2, 3 and 4. That should be 5, 6, and 7. Which probably needs to be a little longer than that. And I'll just put all this in here. Oops. You can shift click and push all of these frames at once. We'll just leave it there. Like I said, to make sure these are timed correctly, I really need to animate them, but I want to make sure these are in the right spot before I start animating, because then problems. Okay, so this will be... I'm bagging everything up. This is the front door closet, and he walks over to it and starts to stuff in it. So then that... Yeah, we don't need this whole thing here. I may not need that much of that either, so... There we go. All right, let's go. So this blue here, then the couch, right? And then, yeah, okay. Yeah, the point of a color card, just in case I wasn't clear about that, is to make sure that your background maintains a different color besides solid white. So if you don't want to go through the trouble of importing a simple colored blocked image, you can just do it that way, like I did. It's just a much easier way to approach backgrounds a lot of time. If that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. He's sitting on the couch. Oh, right. He has to come over here and roll up the couch. I forgot. So there's actually got to be a second. Maybe here. Second couch. Where there is no table. Alright. That would make a lot of sense. I was talking to my friend last time, and well, a friend of the aughts, as it were. He was in here hanging out with me, Ike, and I forgot that I needed that, so I distracted myself. All right. Cat here. Yeah, this layer here, I forgot. I need to actually. Yeah, I basically need to just get rid of this background here. Not the whole background, but the. This couch and the rug is going to get rolled up. Oops. So, just going to delete it because I can animate it and we have it. Oh, you know what? Save that. And we'll save this as 2, just so I don't lose it, in case I need it. Excuse me. Okay, cool. So she's going to come in and see, the table's gone, and she's just as oblivious as he is, so she's not going to notice that it's gone. Because it's funny, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. That good? All right. Yeah, see how it looks like the door's open? That's what I want, so I can animate the door on top of it. And then this one, after he opens the door, he's going to go over here. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Excuse me. This actually should go before it because he's going to stuff the stuff in the bag. So this actually needs to be the... Let's see here. Okay, so I have 2 places where there should be a blue background. And this is why, like I said, the timing part of this, keeping myself not confused is the hard part. Okay. Okay. So that table, where is that at? Where he... Door open, he shows it in there. Okay. This one, before that, there should be blue as well. Oh, I forgot. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. This is 5, which should be blue background. Blue, which would be 5, 6, 7, and then the living room, where this is. Again, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Gonna paste that. And then just gonna extend these over, just so I know that. Like I said, make sure the timing is right. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to get the timing correct. If I can get the timing right, then I'm sitting pretty. So this couch here, this needs to go away. See the couch, and then I think it's this one. Yeah, he starts to roll this one up. Okay. So this should be from here, maybe to here. Okay. Now I think I'm cooking. Import images. Create layer based on the name. Make sure you open the right one. Background couch with no carpet. Basically, that's what's gonna be animated, and up until here. Yeah, here we go. So there's this. This does make it faster for me, though, because then it's sort of partially animating the backgrounds to fit with the foreground. Just makes it easier when I go to do the carpet rolling thing. Okay. Again, it'll make sense when I do it. Okay, let's see. I'm but one person. Okay, so he's sitting here, then he's talking to her, then he's sitting there talking to her again, saying something back. Then he gets up and he runs and he freaks out. And then here. Okay. Let's see how much room we have. Okay. That's what I want. All right. This space in here is going to be blue up until a point. Okay. Now I understand what I'm doing. All right. So this right here will be blue. And then just to make sure it makes sense, I just play it. I'm imagining what's going on. Yeah, I think that should pretty much be it. Oh, you know what? I lied. There's one other thing. She does come home, all right, and so I am gonna, once he does this and he shoves it in the closet, he goes back and sits back on the couch. So background 2 would be needed because there is no table there anymore. So he's gonna sit down like that. And then she's gonna come in and the door's gonna be exploding outward. Like that. Then she's gonna say, "Oh, it looks so great." Standing in the doorway. And then she's gonna open the door and it's gonna fall on her. So that is the big to-do. Isn't that just fantastic? That should be the right timing. And I can adjust it as I go. But that is the majority of what I wanted to get done. I want to try to get this. Hopefully I can get it animated here in a couple days because I need to get this done for Saturday of next week. Hopefully that'll work. I've got to do the voice acting real quick Then I'm going to go back in and animate their movements, and then I need to line up their voices with their animation, and then have their voices mapped to their mouth movement. And thankfully, Toon Boom's really easy to do that with. Once you have your predetermined mouth movements, and once you understand, because it took me a couple of tries to figure this out. I think I want to make a video on how to do it, because the mapping of the voices can be kind of tricky at first, and then not only the mouth shapes, but also how to do it in Toon Boom. Because if you read the documentation, it tells you to do one thing, and it's kind of incomplete. And I don't know if it's just a me problem or if everybody else has experienced that or not, but it seems like it doesn't work the way that for me anyway, it doesn't work the way that it says to do it in the documentation on Toon Boom's documentation. So I might have to make a video about that. But when I do it, I might just do a live about it and say like how to map the mouths. And but first I'm going to go back and do. I guess I kind of want it to be a clean tutorial. I don't want it to be like too confusing, but I might do it on live anyway, just so you can see what I do. Yeah, I got to go and do the voice acting really quickly, and my wife's actually going to do the girl's voice, and then hopefully it will be funny. We shall see. All right, I think I'm going to call it for now. I'm going to go and do that, and then I might be back. Why not? See you in a minute. Peace. Get over there.